So good morning, everyone. I'll be sharing about the approach for trustworthy leadership. So here are my points for how a leader can create environment of trust. So first of all, a leader must be able to create environment which can foster cooperation. So collaboration is a very important aspect in an organization, and as a leader, he must be able to create that certain kind of communication change which will foster the environment of collaboration and cooperation among employees. So rather than dictating or micromanaging every small details, he should like start to set up an environment where he can foster proper communication, free flow of communication and collaboration. Another way leader can create an environment of trust is by resolving interpersonal problems. So interpersonal problems such as ego clashes and cultural differences, problem arising due to the different belief systems and something, and all of these uh, comes under interpersonal problems. So one of the another major um, part of leader is to resolve this kind of problems in order to create the environment of trust. Um, a people or the employee must be able to connect themselves in an interpersonal level so that uh, they can build a rapport and they can create an environment of trust. So yeah, leadership create that sort of environment. Another is providing honest criticism. Providing an honest criticism sometimes can help the team grow in a positive aspect. So the leader must be able to communicate properly and provide an honest criticisms when it is needed. Following up with people on their worries. So if a team member is having the personal issues, having some kind of work related worries and something like that, then the leader must be um, able to show him empathy and must be able to support him in an emotional way in order to create the trust. And another point I'll be covering is trustworthy leadership attributes. So yeah, if the leader want to be a trustworthy leader, um, then he must be able to do what he says. So walking the talk. Whatever he says he'll do, he must be able to do that in order to gain the trust of his team members or the employees. Setting goals and objectives. So he must be able to uh, set the clear goals and objective for some kind of project. For example, the organization is leading an important project, and the leader is not able to create the clear goals and objectives for that project, then every team member will be like they will start to become a clatter or a noise in the team because they don't know what they're doing or what they're achieving at the end of the project. So that is why a leader must be able to set the clear goals and objectives to gain the trust of his team members, his or her team members, confident in his job and his or her own skills. So this is very important. A leader must be confident on what he is saying. If like the leader himself is confused or the leader himself is in a state that he feels like why he is doing what he is doing, then the his team members or his group will lag behind. So he must be confident on what he want to achieve, and he must be confident in his job. He must know what he is doing and he must show confidence in that. He must be an excellent communicator. He must be able to touch the spirit of every team members, and he must communicate in such a way that everyone is motivated for the specific goal or task or target or the project to achieve it. So yeah, he must be he or she must be an excellent communicator, visionary. The leader must be visionary. He must know the impact of the, for example, an organization is doing a project and he has set like clear goals and objectives and everything. Now he must be able to, in an analytical part, he must be able to tell where this project will lead company in certain years of time or something like that. So he must have the vision to on what he is doing, and strong execution skills. No matter how much pressure we put on planning, strategy, and everything, visionary, setting goals and objectives and everything, but at the end of the day, a leader must have the strong execution skills in order to execute all these plans and strategies that are developed. Result oriented and data driven. So rather than having a hypothetical case, or rather than talking in a hypothetical manner, rather than being guided by intuition and providing his decisions based on intuition, a leader must back his decisions based on data, so that he can, so that his team members can trust him. So yeah, rather than providing decisions and rather than providing feedbacks or something like that on the basis of intuition or on the basis of his or her gut feeling, or on the basis of something like philosophy and something like that. So rather than that, a leader must depend on data to be a trustworthy leader. And another point is empathetic. So leader must show empathy towards his team members in order to create that trustworthy environment. Another is trust demonstration, how a leader can demonstrate that he trusts his team members, and how he can demonstrate his trust upon his team members. So delegation of authority and responsibility. I can't like put enough pressure on this. If like a leader or the manager believes that his team members can do or fulfill some kind of certain kind of task, then he will certainly delegate that task or responsibility to his team members, and that is like the utmost utmost clue that we can know that leader is trusting upon his team members. So yeah, delegation of authority and responsibility, believing believing in his or her employees or team strength. So a leader must be able to believe in his employees or the strength of his team in order to, if he wants to demonstrate trust in his team members. He also must be aware about the vulnerability of the team, and he must be able to inspire his team members to overcome it. He must be able to share the ideas and decisions with the team members. So if the leader starts to keep secret about many things, like for example, there is a project in an organization and he wants to keep everything secret, every information confidential. He don't want to share the vital information with his employees or the team members. Even those information, he can share it to the team. He don't want to do so. If that is the situation, then that clearly demonstrates that the leader is not trusting upon his or her team members. So a leader must be able to uh, so if a leader shares the information, the security or confidential information to his or her team members, then it clearly shows that the leader is trusting upon the people he's sharing that confidential information to. So yeah, the last point is share the ideas and the information with his team members in order to complete a task or to complete certain kind of project. So yeah, thank you.